So I want to make a video and show some new capabilities of our dashboards. In particular, at this time, some widgets for call tracking. I've already prepared a dashboard that is accessible here by just going to my call analytics dashboard. And you can see that this actually gives me a great overview of incoming calls. I can see here the incoming call by status. I see how many were missed, how many were answered, what's the average duration of the call, and the total minutes spent in the time frame that's given up here. I also see that there is an average by call attendee, the first time call average attendance. So if somebody calls for the first time time call by status, and we see again here there's 10 missed and there's 3 answered. What that will let me do is look at my team's performance with regards to phone calls, incoming calls, and also outgoing calls. There is a total of 13 widgets, and I will show you how to create a call analytics dashboard for incoming and for outgoing calls. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to add a dashboard, and we're going to call that call analytics incoming, and that can be private to me, or I can share it to everyone. I'm going to leave this private to me, and I'm just going to confirm here. And what I can do now, go here and I can add a widget. I can add a call widget, and you see there's 13 possible call widgets that we have here. We have an incoming call by status, if it's missed, if it goes into voicemail, if it's answered, outgoing call status, incoming calls, total duration, outgoing calls, total duration, incoming calls, the average call duration, the average call duration for outgoing calls, total calls placed. We have incoming calls on average by call attendee, outgoing calls, first time call average duration, and then also by the call attendee, and then of course the first time call total duration. These widgets are all going to give me an input on what is happening. So what I'm interested in right now is to give me incoming call stats. So I'm just going to select this, and what you see here, we have configuration options. We can have different types of graphs. I'm going to leave the donut graph here. Then we have conditions. The direction of the call here is incoming, and of course we can add condition as well. So we can actually customize these widgets as well. I can add numeric, I can add donut, and then when I save it, it will save it in here. Now what I can also do is I can of course increase and decrease. I can, and you will see this when I now take a second one, incoming call total duration. I can actually position these so that it looks nice. Let's take another call widget here, incoming call average call duration. Save, and I would like to see the entire thing here, so I'm going to make it big enough so that I can see that, and then I'm going to sort this. I'm going to move this over here, and as you can see, it's going to make it really cool for me to format these here, and I can make it look nice. Let's see, let's find another incoming here. The average duration, I think I had that. Incoming call average call duration by call attendee, first time call, incoming call by status. This is another donut that's going to go there. I'm going to add another widget here. So for first time calls, the average duration for the call. What we have here now, we have 5 widgets for the calls. Of course, there's other widgets that we have here. We can add contacts, appointments, opportunities, and then we have general widgets that can go in here. So you can create a dashboard that really suits the way you want to look at your team. And today we're going to look at all the call widgets. Save the changes, and now I have a dashboard here, and I can just switch to the call analytics dashboard, and I can look at that one where I have more than one widget or more than one direction on it, or I can go back to my incoming call analytics that I can specify the way I want it to look. So let's create another one for the outgoing call widgets, and we're just going to go here. I'm going to add a dashboard. Thanks again. I'm going to keep this private to me. I can share it with every one of my users, but I'm going to keep it private for me. I'm going to add a widget here, and we're going to now take the outgoing calls. Outgoing call by status, total duration, outgoing calls, average call duration. And there's the total outgoing calls here again as well. Of course, I can format this. Looks like I duplicated this here, and so I can just go here and delete it. And I'm going to add another call widget here. outgoing calls right there. As you can see, I can set this up the way I want it to look, and then I'm just going to save it. And now what I can do is I can switch between, of course, the main dashboard, which has all kinds of stuff on it, and my outgoing calls analytics, which I just created, or my incoming call analytics. So that's how you do this. And of course, depending on what you want analyzed, you can sort these and change them whichever way you need to change them, even after you have this widget done. What I also want you to see is that if you have which you have shared with everybody, you are actually capable of managing permissions for your users. So everyone can view this, but they cannot edit it. So you can actually also create dashboards that are only a view for your users that you control how it looks. So that is it for today, and I hope this helped.